técnica.
Hello everybody, so we are here in Queretaro in Mexico doing another install of a Mazak laser, and we are sharing some time with Omar Avitia, who is a Mazak installer that is helping us with this customer, and we want to talk with him a little bit about how is the process of getting a machine installed, and thank you so much for sharing this time with us.
Yeah, not a problem. So a quick explanation of how the machine gets installed. We want to get a game plan going. So
Sure.
First day would be to arrive, introduce ourselves to a customer, see
Right.
what they've provided so far so we can start connecting what we need. One of the few things that if the customer does give up power and air on time, we want to level our machine, connect all of the electrical of the machine, all the components on the side, like your generator, your chiller, the torch, all that gets connected during the install. Once we have connected all of that, we want to go ahead and run a couple tests to make sure that not only is our torch clean, but that there are no faulty wires or anything that is not working properly. Once we get that established, we want to go ahead and finish connecting, installing the 2PC, which is going to be the 2 pallet changer that
Right.
loads in the tables. Once we go ahead and install all of that, we want to go ahead and help the customer start using the machine.
Right.
Making sure that they're checking certain things properly and they're going to be successful with their everyday use of the machine.
This machine actually comes with a preview control, right?
Yes, it does.
What about that control?
I really like that control. It looks really nice. One of the few things that were different compared to the Preview 3 is that it actually moves, right? So it adjusts for height and it also turns, swivels left to right. One of the main things that we use that more is when you're dialing in material or when you're centering the nozzle. It's good to see if they buy separately, like the nozzle centering camera, it's so much easier, right? Because you can center it live.
Yeah, and
So-
I know that in fiber, the centering of the nozzle is key to have maximum speed, best quality. So centering the nozzle is something that the customers need to take a look to that,
Yes,
right?
yes. They definitely want to have even flow of the assist gases around the
Correct,
beam.
correct.
Yeah.
It's like a column of gas surrounding perfectly the beam.
Yep.
That's what is supposed to happen.
Right. So the beam would melt the metal, and then the assist gas would blow that melted metal away to give you a finished cut.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, it's very cool, that control. I like it. It's been with Mazak a couple of years already. So I'm glad this customer has this model. This is a Optiplex Nexus 4 kilowatt fiber laser machine. It's their first Mazak for this customer. They have other machines from our competitors, so finally we were able to open their eyes to this possibility, and we are very excited about the results that they will have with our machines. So
I'm sure we're going to make a good impact.
that's what we are working for.
One of
yes.
the main things for Mazak is the customer service, man.
Sure.
You know, we have a lot of parts available, consumables, things like that. And then if really you're down, we try our best to get a person out there and whatever we need to do to fix the situation.
And that's one thing. This machine, to me, is very easy to install because it's like one piece, right?
Yeah.
So there are not many pieces putting together. It's a more basic, reliable platform.
Yeah, it
correct?
comes all in one unit. Aside from, you know, your generator, chiller, and the
Sure.
2PC, it's just that way, which makes it easier for an installer. And it is one of the most reliable machines that we have.
I
We
know.
sell them often.
I'm aware of it.
So, for sure.
So I'm sure the customer, I hope they will be happy in the future. Hey, but it's not your first time in Mexico, but it's your first time in Querétaro, right?
It is my first time in Querétaro.
What about it? What do you think about Querétaro and the city?
It seems big. I like it. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So far, I visited malls. One mall, it looked pretty good. A lot of options, a lot of beautiful women. That's always nice.
That's in Mexico in general.
Yeah, for sure. And everyone's good. They treat you well.
Yeah.
In most places in Mexico seems to be where they are really attentive and really hardworking. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, I like Querétaro. It's 3 hours, 2.5 hours from Mexico City, and it's growing. This city is growing a lot. So we have more equipments here being installed. So it's a very exciting city growing, you know. But tell us maybe a story that you have that maybe was something different during the install, or there was a story that maybe was rare, or an experience that you had that maybe you can share with our viewers?
Sure. I have seen a couple of situations that are a little interesting. One that stands out the most is coming up to like a scorpion while I was installing the machine.
What?
Yeah, I was leveling the machine, so putting it at the proper height. While I was down there doing my thing, I felt like something moved, and when I look, it's a scorpion, a live scorpion.
But you are from Mexico, right?
I am. I was born in Durango, Mexico, and that's the state of scorpions.
Correct. So
yeah.
He maybe felt that here's my body.
Yeah. I almost, popped open a beer, and shared one. No, but I definitely, I asked the customer that I wouldn't want to worry about something like that during my install.
Sure, you need to finish.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting for sure.
And well, thank you so much for this time. We want to make it short for you. I know that you're busy doing this job, but thank you so much for sharing this time with us and with our viewers. And I hope we have a really good result with this one. And we want to see the customer happy. So
my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Thank you, Omar.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Tecnología para hoy, tecnología para el futuro.